Hello. So today you are all going to finish body paragraph number 1. Today your goal is to finish body paragraph number 1. So you already have your topic sentence, your reason 1. My example is that individuals should turn to vegetarianism because killing animals for food is unnecessarily cruel. Your example 1, you have to provide textual evidence, okay, so that comes from your source sheets, that supports your topic sentence. But what's particularly special about this is you need to integrate your quote into a sentence and must have a parenthetical citation. So you're going to want to pick a quote from your source sheets that is super powerful. And I mean, when you start to see numbers like 90% or billions, that's when you need to kind of go, that's a pretty good quote. That's a lot of something, right? So all I did was take a quote from an article and I started off my sentence with according to. It's the easiest thing to do, guys. So that I could let this kind of flow into the actual quote that I got. I found who said it, which is the right way to cite something, and then I found what they said. So according to the Humane Society of the United States, each year 10 billion land animals are raised and killed in factory farms. They're mutilated, they're crammed into tiny cages, and they endure often. And by the way, I checked this, and this was the original wording. So always be true to your quotes. So what is this right here? Okay. So I've created a link for you to Purdue. It's been a little strange, but if you go to Purdue MLA style formatting, you'll learn how to do a parenthetical citation, but you did this in 9th grade and it's pretty easy. You take the last name of the author. You're supposed to have a page number, but most of us have been looking at 1 to 2 page articles, so we don't have to even do that. You just write the author's last name. And when it comes time, your reader can go down to what you're going to work on later and see on the works cited page, there will be the actual article information. If you don't see an author's last name, if there isn't an author, then you use the title. And then you put your period at the end of the whole citation. Okay, so now here comes the part that is, you don't have to answer all 3 of these if the quote kind of speaks for yourself. But this means that the viciousness, I don't know, with which we kill animals for food is not worth it. Individuals can find, and you can use we, by the way, in argument. It's not great, but if you do it just every once in a while, it's not that bad. Individuals can receive, I don't know, nutrients from other sources, blah, blah, blah. Another thing that I kind of thought would be interesting is to look up how many people live in the United States, which I actually did. There's nothing stopping you from getting some other quotes. And so according to the US Census Bureau, I actually looked at this bureau. There are 375 million people living in the United States. As one can see, the death rate for animals, blah, 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 okay? So we could do something like that. And once I've done according to the US Census Bureau, then the next thing is that we don't have to like put it in quotes or anything. We know who said the what. So that could just, this could actually be 1 sentence, 1 to 3 sentences. All right, so example number, to provide another piece of evidence from, or quote from the text. Into a sentence, it must have a parenthetical citation. So you basically